Assassin's Creed 1, a game I hold really close to my heart. And one of the reasons for that is because of the Crusades. My first 15 playthroughs, I did not give a damn. I mean, why would I, right? I'm Altair, an OP killer. I go around stabbing people, jumping off rooftops, rinse and repeat. Over my 16th playthrough, I was like, wait, something is off. Who the hell are these soldiers that I keep killing? How come they look different from region to region? Are they all just Templars dressed up in different uniforms? I went on and did my research, and let me tell you, boy, I was wrong. We are talking real Knight Orders, languages, and even historical beef. So, without any further ado, let's break down all the factions in Assassin's Creed 1. But first we will need some context. It is the Third Crusade. The Christian armies of Europe are in the Holy Land, trying to take it from Saladin or Salahuddin of the Ayyubid dynasty. Is it dynasty? He is leading the Saracens, the Muslim Arab forces who speak, in the game at least, either Arabic or Turkish. On the other side, a mix of Christian orders including Templars, King Richard's army, Hospitaliers, and Teutonic Knights, who in the game speak either German or French. So yeah, it's not just bad guys versus Altair. One more thing before we start, we should go over types of guards and knights. Basically all the factions have the same set of knights. Here in this example we see Masyaf's guards. We have a normal soldier, a sergeant, and a commander, or sometimes called a captain. Now that it's out of the way, let's start with the Saracens, since they are the simplest to explain. They don't have multiple orders, just an army led by Saladin. However, their looks change depending on the city. In one hand we have Damascus, where they wear green attire. On the other hand we have Jerusalem, where guards are dressed in red. Here's what they look like depending on rank. First off, normal soldier in Damascus and Jerusalem respectively. Side note, they also have some variations, like different facial hair and skin color. Next we have Saracen sergeants, who rock either this or this outfit. And finally Saracen commanders, who also come in two outfits, either in a pointy helmet or a Robin Hood hat. Now that we have handled Saladin's squad, let's cross over to the other side, the Christian Knights, who are a bit more complicated. First of all, they all share the same helmets and accessories. Only the tunics tell the affiliation to a specific faction. Here we have four factions. Knights Hospitalier with this flag, Teutonic Knights with this black and white flag, Knights Templar with this iconic red and white flag, and finally English military under Richard the Lionheart with this flag. All these factions reside in Acre, the land they conquered from the Saracens. So, what are their differences then? First off, Knights Hospitalier. This faction was founded in the city of Jerusalem around 1099 to provide care for poor, sick or injured pilgrims to the Holy Land, hence the name Hospitalier. They became a much more militaristic organization with the onset of the Crusades. They were mainly Frenchmen, and during the events of the game, they were led by French Grandmaster Garnier de Naplouse, one of Altair's targets. Their guards look like this. The giveaway, a white cross on a dark background. Next, English military. It was a military of the Kingdom of England. It was led by the King Richard the Lionheart, for which they were known as the Lionheart Crusaders. Here are the Lionheart guards with their red and white outfits. Next, my favorite, Teutonic Knights. They were a monastic military order of German origin that participated in the Third Crusade. The first Grandmaster was a coward we all know, Sibrand, also secretly a Templar and one of Altair's targets. When it comes to guards, they would wear a uniform that had a dark cross on a white background, represented here. Last but not least, the direct enemies of Assassin's Order, Knights Templar. During the Crusades, they turned into a monastic military organization with the objective of protecting pilgrims in the Holy Land. However, as we all know, their actual objective was to look for the pieces of Eden, one of which they found in the Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem. Yes, the one that Malik steals in the beginning of the game. In regards to their leadership, by the year 1191 they were led by Robert de Sablé. Their knights looked like Teutonic knights, but instead of a black cross, they had a red cross. But hold up, it doesn't end just there. The Templars weren't just background villains. They had their own elite death squad roaming the map in Crusader and Saracen cities alike. They wore similar armor to guard captains, highly skilled and aggressive fighters. There were in total 60 of them spread across the game. So in conclusion, these were the walking meat you would see in the Holy Land, some with cool drips, some not so much. Yeah. Oh, forgot to mention some targets like Talal, Majd ad-Din, Tamir, and let me try to pronounce this one, Abul Nukud. They had their own mini armies with custom outfits. Not knight orders, more like private security. So yeah, I love the fact that Ubisoft tried to recreate the history and didn't skip the details of the period. Behind every enemy here, there's a faction, a country, and a belief. So folks, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to smash the like button and potentially sub if you're into this type of content. Smash the like harder if you hate these pesky beggars. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one.